They will do everything they can to change the plan that God has upon your life. But he says through the Holy Spirit, they don't realize that it's not your plan, it's his plan, and you're in his hands. He says through the Holy Spirit, they can touch it, they can try and break it, they can try and shake it, but his plan over your life was spoken. He sent that plan over you. He sent those promises over you. God says no matter what, his plan will come to pass in your life. I don't know who you are out there, and you're thinking you waited too late. You're thinking you're not going to do it. You're thinking that you're surrounded. But God says no matter 10,000 may encamp around you, he says, but you remain confident. You stand there. You hold on. He says because you don't have to do anything. He says he's doing it for you on your behalf. Everything is working for your good. Everything is working on your behalf. He says as long as you show up, he will show out. As long as you provide the sacrifice, he'll sit in that fire. He will ignite you. He says there will be no dry bones in your life. He says he knows you're tired. He knows you're weary. He says, but come to him and let him touch you, renew you, restore you. They can try to do whatever, he says, but it's not going to work. He says time is at hand. There's too much happening for his word not to come forth. And he spoke and said nothing will return to him void. So if he says he's going to bless you, he's going to bless you. If he says he's going to cut off your enemies, he's going to cut them off. If he says he's going to scatter them, he will scatter them. God says the battle is not yours. He says your purpose is what you need to be focused on, not the battle. He says you're in a different field. You're in the shepherd's field. You're not in this field of the world. He says through the Holy Spirit, they're going to try everything. Plans, plots, schemes, whatever he says. He already knows, he says. He's been in the rooms, he said. He's heard the conversations, he said. But it's not going to work. God says through the Holy Spirit, you show up today, tomorrow, next week. He says you show up, and he's going to continue to show out. They will bow and they will reference. He says when he get through blessing you, they're going to have to say to each other, it's all God.